Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over a few products from Ethos Car Care and we're going to be washing this 2011 Nissan R35 GTR. Now this car isn't necessarily filthy, but it does have race brakes installed. Thankfully it is graphene ceramic coated, so it's going to be really easy to clean. And with these Ethos detailing products, we're going to get this thing clean really quickly. Now, as a disclaimer, we're going to go ahead and start off by saying I'm not sponsored by Ethos, but I am a certified installer for their professional coatings. And as a detailing business owner, I only use the products that I truly believe in. And while not every product that I use is Ethos, a simple maintenance wash is really all you need on this table. Today we've got foam cannons, total wheel and tire cleaner, foam soaps, wash soaps, detail sprays, pads, wheel brushes, graphene tire shines. And with all of these products, it's going to take no time to clean this GTR behind me. So let's go ahead and get started and we'll go over each one of these products step by step. So to start today, first in our lineup is the Ethos Total Wheel and Tire Cleaner. As you all know, we always start with the wheels and tires first. And if you don't know, the reason we do this is because after you've washed your vehicle and took all that time to clean it, and then you go down to your wheels and tires and you save them for last, you're going to sling up the leftover brake dust from the body washes and the tire grease and the tire bloom. It's going to go right back onto the fenders and right back onto the quarter panels after you just washed your vehicle. Now you're going to have to go wash it one more time. So like I mentioned before, this is a race vehicle and it has really aggressive brake pads. It slings dust. It's filthy, it's disgusting. It reminds me a lot of the German vehicles like BMW, Audi that have those factory Brembos, as well as Ford Mustangs. Those pads will sling dust similar to these race brakes. So we're going to start off with our Ethos Total Wheel and Tire Cleaner. It will deep clean your wheels and tires in seconds, removing stubborn brake dust and getting rid of the browning and blooming on your tires, taking them back to the original factory shine. We're also going to be using Ethos Wheelbarrow Brush. They come in two different sizes with the pack, very affordable. One is a little bit longer for those wider wheels, and one is short for the more narrow wheels to get into those small crevices. The reason I like this wheel brush is because it's not going to leave any scratches behind on your finish. If you have gloss black wheels, you know they're easy to scratch, but there are no worries with this brush. So these wheels are graphene ceramic coated as stated before. And usually you can go in with just a foam cannon and the soap that you use to clean your car to clean these wheels. But in this situation, we're going to go through it like you would if you didn't have protection on your wheels at all. Normally you would want to use the wheel and tire cleaner, go on there dry without pre-rinsing. But if you're the average daily commuter car and you've got hot wheels and tires, you just got back from the grocery store or from a trip and you want to wash your vehicle, then you want to go ahead and do a pre-rinse on these wheels. So we're going to go ahead and give these a rinse. They still do have a little bit of tire grease from the machine when we had these race tires mounted. But as you can see here, it is graphene coated. I will bring you in here. And as you can see, the water beading is absolutely insane. If you've been on the fence about getting ceramic coating for your wheels or graphene coating for your wheels, you have to do this. These are race brakes, and these wheels were gray before I just sprayed these off. So 90% of the stuff is already off of them. But today we're going to go through with the Ethos Wheel and Tire Cleaner just for the average consumer, and I will show you what an even more difference it makes. So now that the pre-rinse is out of the way, we can go in with our Ethos Total Wheel and Tire Cleaner and just spray everything. Wheels, tires, all. Ethos does have other wheel cleaning products, but today we're going to be talking about the Total Wheel and Tire Cleaner. You can get all of this done in one step. So you'll want to make sure the wheel and tire surface is cool to the touch. After you've pre-rinsed, if your wheels are hot, the water should cool that off. And we're going to go in and just shake it up and spray liberally onto the wheel and tires. Now usually you can put this in a foam cannon, full concentrated, or into an IK foamer or a small hand pump foamer. And it foams absolutely amazing. But I'm just going to use full strength today. For those of you that buy this online and don't have a foamer at home, this foams up just as well. As you can see straight out of the bottle, you can already see the suds and everything on the surface. If you do have a foamer at home, you'd want to cut this 1-to-1 if you really want to save a little bit of money. They don't sell a concentrate, so you'd want to use this straight out of the bottle, pour it right in your foamer, or half water, half solution, and it will do just the same. It's an excellent cleaning product, okay? So we're going to let this dwell for a minute or two, and we'll get back to cleaning these wheels. So we're going to start cleaning these like we do in our usual wash. We're going to start with the lug nuts first. We're going to spray our Detail Factory mint brush, Riptide color, and we're going to go in, do a quick hit, reach in there, get the brake caliper. Now that that's done, we can come in with a quick wash mitt. Ethos, you can use their wash mitt, or you can use a glove. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to use to clean your wheels. You want to go ahead and spray whatever tool you're going to use. And go ahead and just go around. Oh man, that's really slick. That's why I love Total Wheel & Tire. The formula is so slick it won't scratch your wheels. Now we're going to take our barrel brush, add a little bit of product to the brush, go in. One thing I love about their brush is it's angled, so you don't have to go between every single spoke. You can skip a couple. Just make sure you're flipping the brush both directions, and in that way you can actually skip a couple of spokes. Now these wheel brushes are not meant for larger brakes like this. I usually have a 20-inch wheel on this car, and it would more than fit in between the caliper and the barrel of the wheel. But because for race purposes, we use an 18-inch wheel, there's not a lot of clearance there. So you can usually find you a cheap, flat brush like this anywhere online, and it'll slide right in there. No problem at all. Not an issue. So just a flat brush like that. Finally, we're going to hit the tires with a Detail Factory tire brush. Some of these aren't Ethos products. Ethos does have a great tire brush. I just don't know where mine's at right now. You can find that online as well. We're going to go in, we're going to clean with the Total Wheel & Tire cleaner. Even though these tires are new, there might not be a lot of blooming right now, but I can guarantee you when it comes back from the racetrack, you're going to have a lot. And you'll see the brown just start to fall off. So now we're going to rinse it. And that's it. Total Wheel & Tire, clean in a few minutes, you're done. And that's it. You have a clean wheel, a clean tire, move on to the other three before proceeding to your exterior body soap and wash. Okay guys, now on to the next step, and this is where it really gets fun. We have our all new Ethos Pro V2 foam cannon and our Ethos Pure foam shampoo. These were just released yesterday. I've been using this for a few weeks now. It wasn't available to the public until just now, but I'm telling you, this is a game changer. I'm going to do a review on each of these individually later on down the road, but for now, let's go ahead and get to foaming this vehicle. But before we get started, let's look at the label on the front of this bottle. Ethos just gets it right with this stuff. I mean, you've got your instructions, how to use, you've got a QR code that'll send you to a video on how to use it, all kinds of descriptions and stuff. This is the stuff, man. This has a very citrusy guava scent not necessarily tropical with coconut, but just think tropical with no coconut. Oh, it smells so good. And here's their foam cannon. I'm going to do a review on this later. There's a reason this foams so well, and we'll talk about that in another video. But let's go ahead and get to foaming the vehicle. Now, the Ethos All-New Pure Shampoo is a very thin formula, and my personal preference, I like to use it to emulsify the dirt, brake dust, and grime that has accumulated on the vehicle and pull the dirt down to the bottom to get that first wash stage out of the way. While you can hand wash with this soap, we have Graphene Cleanse for that, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But for now, let's get to foaming. Don't forget, shake your foam cannon up, mix that solution in with the water really well so you have consistent foam throughout the vehicle. Man. Yeah, this may very well be the thickest foam that I have used. The coating is trying to reject it, but I'm going to bring you in here and we're going to take a look. Now, whether or not you have a ceramic coated vehicle, this soap is going to behave a little differently. As you can see, the pores in the foam already. That's the hydrophobic properties of the graphene that's trying to rid the soap off of the surface. But if you don't have a ceramic coated vehicle, this is still going to do the same job, except it's going to cling and stick a lot better. So I'm going to bring you in closer. We're going to do a live foam action. Check this out. Just take a look at that foam. That is remarkable. You can come in, you can just see how thick. I mean, it's so thick the coating is trying to resist it, but it's having trouble at the moment. Just look how thick that is. That's might be the thickest I've used. Ethos, you definitely got this one right. So I'm going to foam the rest of the vehicle down, guys, put you on a time lapse, and then we'll get back when it's time to rinse. Okay guys, welcome back. Before we rinse this off, I do want to go back and let you know, it calls for 2 ounces in a foam cannon. I have used 2 ounces personally, and it still foams absolutely amazing if you're trying to save your product. But I run a detailing business, and I could just buy more bottles just like anybody else. So I like to use 4 to 5 ounces in a foam cannon. You know, it's better to have it and not need it, they say, than need it and not have it. So just go overboard with it. Don't worry about it. Buy more bottles. It's going to be okay. So let's start rinsing this vehicle. Oh man, I can already see how easy pure shampoo rinses off. Now, when we were using this as a foam cannon solution, it really, I was waiting for it to run off, and it really did not run off. But that's what you want. You want something that's going to stick and cling and emulsify. If you had something that ran off really quickly, it wouldn't catch all that dirt on the way down. So it's really awesome that this soap clings as well as it does, even to a graphene-coated car. This is crazy. I don't know if you guys can see this from your angle, but this soap is rinsing off so well. This is incredible. They do claim that This leaves no streaking, no residue behind, and they are absolutely correct. I've been using this soap for a couple of weeks now. There is no residue left behind on this, period. We're going to do another quick time lapse and finish rinsing off this vehicle. All right, guys, now that the pre-rinsing stage is over with the pre-emulsification, we're going to move on to the contact wash stage. And with that, we're going to move on to our next soap, Graphene Cleanse. This is a graphene-infused shampoo that can be used in a bucket for a hand wash if you don't have a foam cannon, or can be used in the foam cannon. Now keep in mind, ceramic-infused products are not designed to foam as well as something with only cleaners in. So you're probably wondering, why does a soap with cleaning agents or degreasers such as Pure foam more than something with a ceramic infused soap or other product? And I'm going to tell you why. So one of the base formulas and chemicals in ceramic coatings is silica dioxide, SiO2. And SiO2 is designed to leave a protective layer behind. It doesn't have any foaming agents in it. Ethos was able to find that happy medium, something that foams well enough, but something that is extremely slick, and so slick your wash mitt will glide right off the surface. And when you have a soap that is that slick, you're going to minimize the scratches and swirls you put in your paint when you're hand washing. This also has been claimed to leave protection behind over a process of a washing period of a couple of months. I'm not sure. Ethos claims it on the back of the bottle. They say that graphene coating resins add shine and hydrophobic protection as you wash. Full hydrophobic effects don't take effect until the cure period of 12 to 24 hours. So for those of you that don't have a ceramic coating but still want a great wash solution that's claimed to leave protection behind, you should start seeing water sheeting and maybe some beading over the span of a few months. And those of you that do have a ceramic coated vehicle, like the one behind me with graphene, it's going to level any low spots on the coating as you wash. So this is beneficial for both parties, those with protection and those without protection. So let's hop on over here and get the second foam stage started. So again, let's look at the labeling here. Oh, beautiful. Again, I love the honeycomb design there. Again, you've got instructions how to use foam cannon or bucket. You've got that QR code again. This smells like raspberries. Oh, it smells so good. It's super slick. Let's go ahead and get this foam stage started. So Ethos states 3 to 4 ounces in the foam cannon per, I think 32 ounces. This cannon is about 32 ounces. I've got it about 3/4 of the way full, and I use 3 to 4 ounces just as they stated. It's more than enough that you need here on this vehicle. So remember, you want to shake your foam cannon well, put it onto your quick disconnect, and I'll bring you in for a little bit of foam action. So again, we're going to do another test area similar to the one from last time. It's already wet, the surface is wet, so the soap may glide down even more because you've got that layer of water there that will probably make it slide a little bit more quicker to the bottom. So let's give it a try. So I've brought you in, and as you can see here, it's just super runny. It's not going to foam as well as the pre-foam, so it's not designed to cling and emulsify. The job was from the first soap to do that. So here is kind of what you're looking at with foam. Don't let it fool you though. It's extremely, extremely slick, and you will never have to worry about leaving scratches in your paint washing with this soap. So I'm going to finish foaming down the rest of the vehicle and put you through another time lapse, and then we'll return when we go into our contact wash and use the Graphene Cleanse for our contact wash. So if you're like me, you have a couple of different methods that you like to use to wash your vehicle. I personally like to use the one bucket method with about 4 or 5 different wash pads that I throw in there all together. You can use some soft plush microfiber towels to wash as well, and use the soap in here and use one pad every couple of panels, flip it, do a few more panels, throw it in the wash machine, move on to your next pad, and you're never dipping a dirty pad back into the bucket. But today we're going to be using the 2 bucket method. We have a bucket for our clean water with our soap and our media, and then we have our bucket for our dirty water that you will wring the mitt out in and put a fresh mitt back in. Reason being is Ethos has their all new hybrid microfiber wash mitt. Super soft, will never scratch your paint. You can get this online on their store. You can also get these 4 or 5 gallon Ethos buckets as well. So on the back of this bottle it says add 2 to 3 ounces of soap into your wash bucket. So we're going to go into our clean bucket. 1, 2, 3. About every 1 second squirt is about an ounce. And then we're going to go ahead and put our wash mitt in and get this contact wash started. As you can see here, it suds up really well in the bucket. A lot of ceramic soaps and graphene infused soaps, the suds will dissipate within just a few seconds, under a minute, and you're back to regular water again. Again, that's that silica dioxide we talked about, but this actually stays pretty thick for a while. So we're going to start with the graphene contact wash. We're going to start at the top and work our way to the bottom. Again, you want to take your wash mitt, wring it out. You can wring it back in it because it doesn't have any dirt on it yet. It's your initial wring out. So we're going to start at the top. Oh, wow. Yeah. Slick, slick, slick. I mean, it just glides across. And whether you have a ceramic coated vehicle or not, wow, this is just incredible. So we're going to continue washing the vehicle. Finish up the roof. It smells so good. Raspberry scent, it's definitely pleasant. But you can literally sit here and over time, the wash mitt, as you can see here, wash mitt's trying to slide off of the panel. I'm going to put you guys through another time lapse. We're going to finish washing this vehicle. We're getting closer to our final thoughts, but we have a couple of more products that we need to take care of. All right, now that the contact wash is done, we're going to go ahead and give this a final rinse, and then we'll blow it dry and move on to the next couple of products. Okay guys, now that the rinsing is over with, as you could see through the time lapse, the rinsing was really thorough and the soap rinsed off pretty nicely. We're now going to get to the drying process, and we're going to tackle those last 2 products before I give you my final thoughts. Now, if you go back a couple of months and look at some of my videos, one of the things I reviewed was the Ego 880 CFM blower. Whether you're a professional detailer or just a DIYer on the weekends, or just a consumer that wants to quickly dry your vehicle, ceramic coated vehicle, the ones without protection, it's going to be a little bit harder for the water to evacuate, but this will cut your time in half. Okay, now that the drying process is over with, thanks to the awesome Ego 880 CFM leaf blower, we can move on to one of the final steps of the wash process. This is Ethos's all new detail spray. It's the ultimate quick detailer. It enhances gloss and slickness on any surface. It boosts your protection if you have a wax or a sealant or ceramic coating. It boosts the protection. It's not a full-on coating topper, but it's to get you through those car show days, the days that you hit every bug on the way to the show, you don't have any running water, and you need to wipe the bug guts off. You can use Ethos's Defy, which we didn't review today, or their detail spray, which is an excellent option. It smells amazing, and it doesn't leave any streaks like some products on the market today. So like some of us out there, we're only human. We can't get all the water off the vehicle, not all the time, especially if you don't have any protection on the car. A ceramic coating does help evacuate that water, but sometimes you get a little bit in the mirror cracks, the gas lid, behind the license plate, things like that. And you want something that's just going to finish wiping that up. You can go back and get your leaf blower and blow it out for a second or two, but you won't add any extra gloss to your finish. If you have a black or dark colored car or red and you really want it to pop on top of your coating, then this is what you really want. I'm going to bring you in and we're going to take a look at the bottle, and then we're going to go ahead and apply this to the GTR. All right, guys, so I'm going to bring you into the all-new Ethos Detail Spray labeling. Once again, the labeling is incredible. As you can see, the hexagons here, octagons. On the side, you've got the QR code we talked about, all of your instructions. Try to not use any of these in direct sunlight that I'm showing you. You want to wait till the evening or the early morning to wash your vehicle. That's what they advertise. There's their social media handles. Really great overall appearance. Nice pink formula. If you've ever had that Red Bull Spring Edition, it's the Karuba and Elderflower. That's kind of what this smells like to me. A little bit of floral, a little bit of fruity. Really good scents. Ethos seems to nail it on all of their scents with their products. So I'm going to pull you in here. We're going to get started with this final detail wipe down on this GTR. So now for our final step. You want to shake it up really well. Instructions say to shake it up. It says to mist onto the surface and wipe with a clean microfiber towel, buffing to a high gloss finish. You can also use this as a drying aid or a clay lubricant. It's definitely a multi-purpose formula. But if you look up here, I'm going to bring you in. You want to use a plush microfiber towel, okay? There are all sorts of different microfibers out there. 350 GSM, 500 GSM. There are some lower ones. The Walmart and Costco towels, I would use those on wheels and glass. I would not use those on paint because they can scratch. So this is a finishing towel. You can find different colors on Ethos or Detailed Image or some other detailing websites out there, but just get a soft plush towel and use that for your quick detailer. It's not going to scratch your finish, and it's going to do the job. We're going to start with the roof, and we're going to mist onto the surface. Oh, I love the trigger sprayers here. Super slick. You want to flip the towel over, buff off the rest. There you go. I've already done half of a roof, so it's really good. I'm going to bring you in here and show you the action on the panels. So I've brought you in on the carbon fiber hood here for this GTR. White may not show the best abilities of the spray, so we're going to do it to where you can see it a little bit better on the darker surface. So you want to go ahead and mist it. Just look how easily this mist, this sprayer. I'm not a big fan of these sprayers. Sometimes they're cheap, but Ethos must get theirs from another manufacturer because these sprayers, you can just see the mist. I brought you in a little bit closer. You can see the product on the surface here. I'm going to wipe. Super slick. Super slick. So I'm going to finish wiping the rest of this vehicle down, and we will move on to our very last product. All right, guys, for our last and final product for this video, we're going to go with the Ethos Graphene Shine. Graphene Shine is a graphene-enhanced formula that is good for your tires, trim, and any other plastics that you may have. It has a no-sling formula, so it's dry within about 5 minutes or so when you apply it to a tire. And it's very long-lasting, at least is what Ethos claims. I've had great luck with it in the past, and this is all I use in my shop at the moment. So I'm going to show you live, and we'll go over here to one of these tires, and I'm going to show you what it really does. So I'm going to bring you in before we get started on these tires and show you the labeling. Once again, nice, beautiful, quality labeling. Again, you've got your instructions on the side, social media handles, and there's that QR code again, and made in the USA. Smells like bubble gum. I'm not a big bubble gum fan, but it's a lot better than a chemical smell, so I just deal with it. So you don't want to spray this directly on a tire. I mean, you can, but you're going to have a lot of overspray on your fenders and potentially have to wash your car again, and nobody wants to do that. So what I like to do is give it a shake. I like to use this little applicator brush here and just get it nice and even. Put on one side, put it on the other side so it'll distribute evenly. Make sure it is on a dry tire. You don't want to do this while it's wet. And then we can go ahead and go for it. It leaves a nice satin finish. Nothing glossy, nothing that's going to sling. If you do want gloss and you like that glazed donut look, wait for it to dry after 5 minutes. Put another label or another layer on, and Ethos states that it will be a glossy finish. I like to use this tiny brush to get down here so you don't have to pull the car forward to get a nice even finish. So this is kind of what you're looking at. I'll bring you in a little more. Let me get this edge over here. So this goes on glossy, but this will dry satin. So there's no worries there at all. And it'll dry here in just a couple of minutes. So as you can see here, this is after about 3 or 4 minutes. It's already starting to go to satin. It basically just gives your tires a refresh, a revive, make them deep, rich, black again. Like I said, if you want an extra coating, an extra layer on that, wait for it to cure after about 5 to 10 minutes and put another layer on, and you'll get the gloss that you're looking for. But I really, really like the satin finish. So stay tuned and we'll get to the final thoughts of these products that we use today. Guys, welcome back to my final thoughts. All of these products are made by Ethos, and we're going to go down them one by one, and you can choose and pick which one works best for you. So guys, we're going to start with the Ethos Pro V2 foam cannon. This is an update from their V1. It appears to me it's very similar to the MJJC Pro V2 that came out a couple of years ago. This cannon doesn't leak. You can turn it upside down, nothing. Okay, I was using 2 MTM foam cannons, so expensive, Italian made, great marketing, and decent, robust quality. But with the Ethos, I can't even compare the foam capabilities between that and this. I will make a separate video reviewing this, and we'll go into detail on this foam cannon later on. But I love the coloring. I love the revision. You need to go grab you one of these, 1000%. Now we're here with the Ethos Total Wheel and Tire Cleaner. Ethos offers several different wheel cleaners on their website. There are some with iron remover in it, Wheel Cleaner Plus. There is a Super APC that you use for the tires. You can use those individually for really, really dirty tires and wheels. Both those products can be combined or used separately. They also have their standalone iron and fallout remover. That does a great job of getting embedded dust off of the wheel. But we're talking about an all-in-one solution here for a medium to dirty wheel, a ceramic coated wheel, 1000%, safe with coatings. This is a great wheel cleaner. It has a nice little citrus scent. It gets the browning off of your tires. It gets the brake dust off of your wheels. It does exactly what it needs to do, and you're getting it all in one bottle. So definitely recommend this. Definitely giving it a thumbs up. Okay, guys, now moving on to the next one. This is the all-new Ethos Pure Shampoo. Just released yesterday. I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, and I can't even fathom how well the foaming capabilities and the emulsifying of the solution did on this GTR behind me. You guys saw it firsthand. This is a super slick formula. It is really thin though. I wouldn't guarantee that it's going to do great on a hand wash and not leave some swirls and stuff if you're not perfectly 100% accurate on your 2-bucket method or 1-bucket method. But this is mainly designed for foaming, in my opinion. It does a heck of a job, and it really sets you up for that second stage of the foaming process with the other soap and the contact wash. Definitely recommend this. It smells great, it has great abilities, and some of the highest, richest foam that I have ever experienced that's on the market today. Now we move on to Ethos Graphene Cleanse. I've been using this soap for a couple of years now. The formula is super thick, super slick, and it smells amazing. This is a graphene infused shampoo, as we stated before. If you're going into that second foam stage and that contact wash process and you don't want any swirls or scratches, and you follow the techniques and correct washing techniques, you will never have a swirl or scratch on your finish with the Graphene Cleanse from Ethos. Smells great. I highly recommend this. You have to go out and get a bottle, 100%. Get 5 bottles, get 10 bottles. Your stuff doesn't stay on the shelves, just so you know. So get it while you can. Stay notified on the Ethos website, and they can email you or text you when this stuff becomes available. This is second to none with contact washing. Next up is our Ethos Detail Spray. And as stated before, the beautiful pink formula and the labeling on this and the marketing is just second to none. It smells great. It's not a coating topper. Like I stated before, this is not a coating topper. This is for those times where your leaf blower didn't get enough of the water off and you just want to give the whole car a nice wipe down, pull it into your garage, or when you're going to a car show and there's no running water around, but you hit every bug along the way to the show on your glass and front bumper and your mirror caps, this is perfect for you. This is a great quick detailer. Whether you're ceramic coated, whether you don't have any protection on your vehicle, this is a super slick formula that'll leave some gloss behind and have a little bit of cleaning power to get you where you need to be. 1000% recommend getting a bottle of this, put it in the back of your garage on a shelf somewhere, take it with you to your car shows. You're going to love it. And lastly, we have the Ethos Graphene Shine. I've been using this for 1.5 years now, and minus the bubblegum scent, I'm not a fan of the bubblegum. It's almost too much. It's better than having a chemical scent. This formula and this shine is amazing to me. It's super thick. You don't need a whole lot. A little goes a long way. Just spray a little bit into an applicator pad or a brush and just wipe around your tires. This will last longer than your conventional tire shines, and it will not sling like a lot of tire shines out there. This is dry within 5 minutes. I'm telling you from experience and using this daily in my business. By the time you get around that tire, you're almost ready for a second application if you want more gloss. And if you don't, you can just take off, go out to eat. You don't have to wait for it to dry overnight like a lot of these. And some never dry. So if you're looking for a nice satin finish, you like that deep, rich black look without the glazed donut look, this is for you. If you do like the glazed donut look, add another coating, add another layer of protection, this is still for you. You're going to love the Ethos Graphene Shine. So guys, thank you for watching the video. All of these products, these weren't individual reviews. These were what I use in my shop on a day-to-day basis and my feedback from using these products. And as any detailer and business owner knows, you're not going to use a product that doesn't work, at least in my mindset. All of these work, all of these get the job done. I would not trade these products for the world. You can get online and you can go to the Ethos website. I'll put it in the link below. You can use code WING0 for 10% off of your next order. All of these products here, the tire shine or the tire cleaner, I think is $20, $25. A lot of these you're looking between $10 to $30, give or take, for all of this. Super affordable. The foam cannons are a little more expensive, but these are really great products. And for a guy like myself, this gets the job done. Ethos offers a plethora of different cleaning products, from interior to exterior to brush accessories and buckets. So feel free to head to the link, check them out. I'm not sponsored by Ethos, but this is what I choose to use on a daily basis. So I hope this helps you make a decision on what to use next for your pride and joy. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.